Hi guys, welcome to our another stream. Forgive me, I was little late to join the stream. My last client has a lot of doubts, which took me a while to answer them and assist them accordingly. So welcome to the stream. Welcome to all of you. My name is Akash Malhotra, and I'll be your financial analyst for today's webinar. As we usually meet once in every week, and it is a very fortunate thing for me to catch up with you. I have a lot of questions that I wanted to ask you. In the meantime, will be discussing about the financial market and how we will be able to make money in the financial market. There are a lot of things that I wanted to discuss with you specifically for this week. Let's wait for some more clients to join our stream, and then as you know, the name of the stream is Barcode Strategy. We'll be working on with this strategy, and we'll try to work up with different approaches in trading specifically for today. So let me know into the comment section how was your week, how is your week going on so far, whether we are able to make a good amount of money or not. And yeah guys, what I'm doing is I'm trading on my live account. Do not try to copy my trades, because there is a lag of around 30 seconds to a minute duration while I'm streaming it. So sometimes what really happens if you try to copy my trades in the last second or so, we know that in fixed time trade the entry matters a lot, and therefore I would highly recommend you to just observe the market. I'm taking trades before your screen. We'll also try to work up with few more strategies, and we'll try to find out very good entry point based on the different circumstances that we see. So yeah, welcome once again, and if you have any question, anything at all that you want to ask, and if you are facing any difficulties on the platform itself, may it be regarding fixed time trade or forex trade, anything in particular, let me know into the comment section. I'll be reading all your comments. I'll try to give you some good trading advice from mine. We'll try to work up with the different tactics, the one of the different ways of making money in the financial market. So there is absolutely nothing to worry about. There is one thing that I was observing about the value of Brent. Brent has been drastically decreasing into the downward direction. I think it can give us a very good potential. How about we take the trade in Brent in downward direction, right? Let me just take it around, let me just do it like around $250, around 5 minutes duration, because the very drastic moment that you are seeing into the market, and that might be one of the reason why we took the trade in downward direction for 5 minutes duration. This is because of the sudden variation, and there is also a PCE price index data was about to release. That might be one of the reason why the market has been very unstable. Let's take any specific currency in here, and we'll see what really happened exactly at 6. The graph is for 5 minutes duration. Let me switch the graph to around 30 minutes duration. Guys, if you have any questions that you want to ask me, feel free to ask me. The comment section is there for you. And there were some trades that we have taken. So there was this one trade that we have taken, and I think it is profitable for us. And there is another trade that we have taken on the crypto composite index. Yeah, so these are the small trades which I have taken. This was based on the candlestick formation, and the trade turned out to be profitable for us. So there is this big amount of trade that I have taken on the Brent recently. I speculated that there is a good probability for market to follow a downward trend. Let's wait for the market to follow the same direction, because I feel there is a very subtle decrease in the price of Brent as of now. So we can also take trade in Brent specifically in let me just check the direction, because there is a sudden drop in the price of Brent. How about we take one trade? Let's wait for it. Right, it's just forming into the downward direction. This is a good sign, because we have taken a trade on Brent specifically for $250. Anyways, we'll be having a very thorough discussion about that. Welcome to the stream. How are you guys? I hope you're doing great. My name is Akash Malhotra. Forgive me, I just left some of your comments. Some of the clients said my voice is not audible. Please let me know in the comment section whether my voice is audible or not. Mr. Deepak ji said voice not clear. Please let me know, Deepak ji, am I audible or not right now? Mr. Santosh ji said hello. Hello, Santosh ji. A very warm welcome to the session. Good evening. Good evening to you. Mr. Nehum Gamit ji said Hindi language available. I would love to, have a conversation with you guys in Hindi language. But today's stream is basically is completely depend upon the English language. This is for all global audience, and that is the reason why the stream has been conducted into the Hindi language, English language. But in case you are looking out for specifically Hindi language, Mr. Santosh ji said my voice is not audible that clear. Let me just check it. Uh, Let me know into the comment section whether my voice is clear or not. I just have enable the AI tool for the variation in my voice. I mean, for the change in my voice. Uh, Let me know into the comment section, guys. How is my voice? Is it been jerking out or is it been smoother right now? Uh, Mr. Deepak ji said some noise. I hope it's clear now. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the confirmation and welcome to the stream. Guys, let me know in the comment section how was your last week in terms of trading. I think we were taking some live trades in my trading account. While observing the market, I find out there was a very good volatility in the market. Specifically with the Brent, there is a sudden drop in the price of Brent. There must be something happened in the financial market. That is one of the reason why the value of Brent has been continuously pushing itself into the downward direction. What we did, we took the trade into the same direction based on the market volatility. But I hope the trades become profitable. In my opinion, if I could have given like around 7 or 8 minutes duration expiration time for this trade to settle down, this could have been given us the more chances for the trade to become profitable. But let's just wait. Sometimes what really happens, the market doesn't really support the way that we understand market, and it sometimes the trade goes for the toss in the last second or so. As we know, in fixed time trade, the market can be seemingly volatile at times. We have 10 seconds remaining. I hope within these 10 seconds our trade become profitable. My fingers are crossed. It's 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Finally, one of the biggest trade that I have taken for today was $250. This was completely based on the market which was following. So the value of Brent has been suddenly decreased, and I still believe this is a sudden decrease in the price of assets. So that means there's something had been happen in the market. That is one of the reason why it is one of the biggest candle. If you'll see, the price was around $79 per barrel and it went to around 76. It went to like around 76. Okay. So let me just go through your comments once again. Mr. Rishad ji said it's clear. Thank you. Thank you very much for your feedback. Mr. Santosh ji said it's clear. Thank you, sir. Clear but low volume. I hope the voice should sound good now, in my opinion. Okay, so we had one opportunity, and I would like all of you guys to this session will be dedicated into the two half. The very first half will be dedicated on the market analysis, and the second half will be talking about the financial market. So right now, what I would all urge you to go ahead and open your demo account, because the value of Brent was suddenly pushing itself into the downward direction. Let's now open up a trade with around 10 or 20 leverage and put a position in buying option, right, on Brent. This is what we are doing right now. Let me just reload the page. Sometimes what really happens, so I am just squeeze my market. All right. How about we take a trade of like around $100, because as soon as we seen the market was falling itself down, now it started recovering. Let's took a buy position on this, because if there is a sudden price drop in the market, a market can recover to some extent. To some extent it can recover, and that is what we are waiting for. Using a moderate set of multiplier can work out in our benefit. So let's continue our conversation, guys. My name is Akash Malhotra and I'll be your financial analyst for today. I'm very happy and thoroughly, very excited to meet you all. because in the last week, if you'll see, we were able to make a very generous amount of profit. So I was just testing one of the strategy in the last week. Exactly for today as well, I was testing one of the strategies. So I was trying martingale approach, and for today, this is my accuracy rate. I'm having accuracy rate of around how much? I believe around 67% is my accuracy for the time being. And as you can see in today's session, we will be taking some live trades. I'll be taking some live trades in my trading account. For all of you guys, I want you to have a very closer look. I want you to have a very closer look on the price of Brent. Okay, because Brent is a crude oil. That means that we use in regular ways. That means we use it in the form of petrol, diesels. That means the Brent. When India basically buys Brent from the different countries, they basically heat the Brent, and there are some byproducts of crude oil. So that means petrol, diesel, and kerosene. These are the byproduct of it, where a lot of people do use it. So there are two ways: the upstream and downstream is where they are being basically differentiated. But we'll not dwell into the basic understanding how Brent really works. We'll switch our conversation to majorly on the trading part. Uh, we have some more comments. Guys, please let me know in the comment section what really is going through your mind. Is any difficulties are you having? If you want to know about any specific trading strategy, I will be there to help you out. Any question in particular, if you feel like asking, I'm the guy, and I'll be very happy to help you. Mr. Ishailla said loud and clear from Uganda. Thank you very much, sir, and welcome to the live stream. Mr. Nehumji said how to enable to this strategy. So right now I really haven't applied any strategy. Can we, because the market has been shifted. So while having conversations with you, if I find a good entry, I'll try to take a trade on that. Right. And as you know, today's stream will be completely dedicated on the live trading. We'll be doing some live trade. Plus, I would highly recommend you to not copy my trades, because the stream has been displayed in two different ways. So that means there is a delay of the stream, a delay in the stream. The delay is anytime can be between we can say 30 seconds to a minute duration. So copy my trade, your trade can go for the toss. So please do not copy my trade. We will take some live trades. While having conversations with you, I'll also be taking some live trades in my trading account. Right. How to enable this trading strategy. Now, if you are having any status, it doesn't really matter which trading status you are having. So if you're talking about the strategy that will be working up with today, the stream will be conducted on the barcode strategy. For all the guys who do not have advanced or expert status, it's completely fine. I'll teach you how this trading strategy really is. And if you do not have access to this trading strategy, I'll teach you how to manually craft this strategy. This is very important, very easy strategy indeed, right? So yeah, we'll be applying that, and we'll try to take some live trades. Let me know in the comment section how do you feel about the strategy, and we'll try to make some money out of it for today. So let's continue our conversation. So as you can know, the name of the stream is a barcode strategy, right? So in order to apply this trading strategy, it doesn't really matter which status you are having. It may be advanced status, expert status, whichever status you are having. Uh, Irrespective of the status, you will be able to use this strategy and apply it in your trading account. Okay, do we have a signal in here? I think we probably would have a signal on the here. Because the trend is in a downward direction completely. What really happens if you guys are looking into trading specifically for the Brent, let me give you a little hint. Brent, every time in Brent, specifically on index, if I may to say, if you find consecutive green candle or red candle, if you find consecutive green candles or red candles, then you can take the trade along the trend. Now the trend is in downward direction. That means we will be taking the trade only in the downward direction. And if you'll see, not every single trade of mine would be profitable, but we'll try to work up with the strategy. As I told you in the conversation, today we'll be working out with one of the easiest trading strategy, that is the barcode strategy. Now, in order to apply the strategy, what you have to do,
Let me know in the comment section how many of you are having advanced or expert status. Mr. Santosh ji said, ask one question, sir. Please, can you explain me about William fractal indicator period? Yeah, sure. We will be working on that as well. I will try to apply this one in the trading strategy itself. So yeah, we'll be trying to doing that. Okay. Let's just apply this trading strategy. What you have to do, you have to click on this A symbol. We call it as technical analysis tool. This is the portrait version that I'm using as of now. You click on this A symbol and then go to strategies. In the strategy is basically available to all the advanced status client and expert status client. If you do not have this status, that is completely fine, right? Click on this barcode strategy. Click on the enable option. Once you click on the enable option, everything will be applied automatically. There is not a single thing that you have to change in the strategy. You will see a demarker oscillator here, right? If you want to know how this trading strategy really works, so there is a tutorial which our product team has created, right? Once you click on this barcode strategy, there's a YouTube tutorial which has been there. So you can watch this tutorial and get to know how this trading strategy really works. And after this, you will see the strategy has been applied automatically. I think there is this one comment we have. Mr. Nitin Bhandari ji said fixed time. Yes, sir, we'll be using the same strategy into the fixed time trading. Mr. Deepak ji said, sir, this month I deposit $275 and earned $388. That's great, but I lost. My biggest problem, I can't follow money management. Please guide. Every month I face this problem. This is really unfortunate to see. I'll give an example, Mr. Deepak. I have a lot of clients that I usually meet each and every day, uh, and they too are struggling with the same problem. So the problem is they are not able to manage their money that efficiently well, and that is one of the worst thing that I have seen. So in that moment, right, decide your profit to loss margin. Every time you have to decide what would be your profit margin and what would be your loss margin. Okay. And once you reach that profit margin, so suppose I have like around $100 in my trading account. I'll give you my example. So like around in my trading account, you will be saying around 90,000 rupees is what I have. Correct? 90,000 rupees is what I have. Now in this situation, what I really do, specifically in this situation, if I'm able to hit my profit margin, if I'm able to hit my profit margin, I'll quit the trading for that day. So suppose around 4 to 5,000 is what the profit that I made for today. And as soon as I made that profit, I'll leave the market. It doesn't matter how lucrative the market really works at that moment. I will quit the trading at that very instant. At that very instant. So the reason behind that is because once I try to trade, majority of the time what really happens, I get driven away by the fact that sometimes I'm really into trading, but sometimes this kind of variation basically driven my market, and therefore I have to be very careful about that. So remember R to R ratio, we call it as risk to reward ratio. So suppose you are having $100 in your trading account and you want to make a lot of money, maximum profit margin you have to decide would be 5 to 10% of whatever capital that you have in your trading account, whatever capital that you have in your trading account. And once we read that profit margin, we'll quit the trading. How it doesn't matter how lucrative the market really works at that moment, but we will not take the trade at all. That is the very simplest explanation that I can give you. Over trading really hampers the performance of every trade. Mr. Yogesh ji said, sir, my position in Apple buy price is 226. I wanted to check the pre-market price for Apple. Let me just quickly check Apple. You bought it like around 226. Hold karu ya sell? Sir, I have to check the pre-market price for Apple. Just a second. Let me check the pre-market price for the Apple right now. That's a very good question that you asked me. Just give me a couple of minutes. I'm just checking the pre-market price. In case you want to know the pre-market price of different asset, in case you wish to know about the different price, we can do that. Just give me a second. I'm just checking it for you. Apple, right? In the morning, I was checking the Apple would be rising. So that would be one of the things that I have to see. Just a second, please. Now it is taking a lot of time for my screen to load. It's been stuck, I believe. And yeah, guys, also remember this. So, sir, you told me that you took the trade. On what price? It was around 226. Sir, in which direction have you taken the trade? You put it into the, sir, my position in Apple is buy is price. Sir, you just hold the position, Mr. Yogesh. Because right now it will give you like around 10 to 20% profit because today Apple will be rising by around 1.46%. Apple will be starting up with 229 point, I think to around 230 is what the price for the Apple would be. And you had a very good entry of around 226. Let just wait the market to rise, and you can basically close the trade. Right now, I believe the trade will be opening up on the profitable front. You will be making, if you'll see the market is plumbing down, but by today it would be rising by around 230 or 231 is the price on which the Apple will be opening. So yeah, that is there. I hope I answered your question, sir. Let me switch to another questions. Mr. Deepak ji, getting back to your question, sir, I would highly urge you because we all traders, go through same thing every time. Our objective always has been to make money in the financial market, but it's not possible for us to make money every time. Okay, I have given like around 5 to 6 minutes for trade to settle down. Let's wait for the trade to settle down. Let me switch my trades to my live trading chart. Okay, so guys, let me just get back to the strategy because once we are talking, we'll be talking a lot about the financial market. So yeah, it would be there. Let me just read few of your comments. Just a second, please. Acha, guys, I really am eager about knowing that which asset do you like more in trading? I mean, in terms of trading, is what I'm asking about. Which asset do you prefer more in trading? Is it like Asia Composite Index, Commodity Composite Index, or do you prefer majorly taking trades on currency pairs? Because I felt a lot of traders do like trading in currency pairs. So, how is your trading on that part? This is I am really eager to know about. Right. So get back to the strategy, guys. As you know, the name of the strategy is one of my favorite trading strategy. This is the barcode strategy that we'll be working on. We will be switching the graph to 1 minute's duration and then trying to change the graph based on the signals that we receive in the financial market. Okay. What is the price of Brent right now? Because back in the time we saw the price of Brent. I mean, it decreased amazingly. Is it recovering? Yeah, it's recovering partly. Let's wait for it. Okay. Nice. What's our trade on this? I think around $100 is what we have taken. Around 1% profit was the trade. Now it is becoming in non-profitable. But I strongly believe that the market will follow into the same direction, I believe. Anyways, so as you know, the name of the strategy is barcode strategy. The strategy has been completely based on demarker oscillator. If you'll see, if you do not have access to this trading strategy, you go to this A symbol, technical analysis. Then let me just remove everything and tell you from the beginning. You go to this A symbol, right? If you do not have access to this trading strategy, it is that situation where I am teaching you. You go to oscillators, and then here you select demarker oscillator, right? So in the oscillator, you see demarker oscillator, but the demarker oscillator is selected for the period 14, right? So rather than that, we will be selecting like around 1 as a period for that. Okay. And once you select demarker for this particular price level, once we select a demarker, you will see something on the screen. Will look in the zigzag format. There will be some changes we have to do. We click on the demarker oscillator, and here we'll switch this form into the bars formation. Once it did, you will see the strategy will be applied automatically. Now, what does this strategy really means? Now, if you will see, there is a reference line. The bars are pointing upward direction. That means it is a trend for upward direction. So we'll start with a very small amount of around $2. Guys, remember, never take trades. If you're watching the graph for a minute duration, you can take the trade for a minute or 2 minutes duration based on the strategy that you are selecting. I am very comfortable taking trades for specifically around 2 minutes, but we are little late to open up the trade. In fact, that signal was generated at this price level. If the bar is pointing us in upward direction, and if the candle is green, and in that moment we will take the trade in upward direction. And if it is not, we will certainly not take trade at that moment. Okay. Let's wait for the trade to settle down. We'll find another signal. Let's wait for another signal, I believe. Okay. Let's find some more signals in here. Right. So demarker here, it's just barely touching the 0.300 level. Every time when you take trades in index, take a very closer look on the support and resistance level. So 1, 2, 3, there is no absolute support or resistance level at this moment, and we want this demarker oscillator to point us in upward direction in order if we really want to take the trade in upward direction. So let's wait for it. Yeah, we want the demarker oscillator to point us in upward direction. We are watching the graph for a minute duration, and we switch to 2 minutes duration. Let me go through your comment. Could you please show me support and resistance? Could you please show me support once SNR, support and resistance? Okay. So you zoom out, right? And at that very moment, now this happens to every index, sir. Every index, if you may say. Every index have a certain phase that it usually really works, right? Let me just take the last trade on commodity. We have taken the trade now. So here is the trade that we have taken. We have given around 2 minutes durations. So what we did, the demarker was pointing us in upward direction, and the candle was green, and that is the reason why we took the trade in upward direction. Now see, if you'll see, this is the resistance level. Now if you want me to just draw a pattern, I'll draw NAT here. This is the horizontal line, and this is the resistance line. Can you see this? This is the resistance line. Okay. Now the candle is forming itself into the opposite direction. So always be very careful while using this strategy. We always tend to analyze the last support and resistance level. Now specifically with the index, if I mean to say, index happily shows us variation with support and resistance level. And this is we have to be very keen to learn about. If you are beginner trader and if you don't know what support and resistance really means, there are a lot of articles. Specifically, if you go to this help option here, and in the education channel, our product team is working very hard. So here you can type out candlestick, Japanese candlestick. You click on the Japanese candlestick, and everything about the Japanese candlestick will be there. What is bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, what is piercing pattern, dark cloud pattern, everything is in here. If you are new in trading and if you do not know how to take trades, the very first thing as every trader, for every trader, I should ask should be to look into the support and resistance level. That was the very first thing that I ask all my clients to do. Okay, let's find some more signal, guys. So this demarker is possible is pointing us in upward direction, but the thing in this situation is the price is stuck at this specific price level. Can you see this? This is the existing price level. So there is no good entry for the time being. What I'm waiting for, either this candle breaks this level or come back from this level into the downward direction. Now we can see the 4 to 5 candles are accumulated around this price level. So that means it is not willing to break this level anytime soon. And therefore we will not take the trade here at all. At all. We'll skip it. Do we have a signal in here? I think we do. Let's take a trade for around $2 in upward direction. So here you see demarker is actually pointing us in upward direction. The candle is green. And that is the reason why we took the trade in upward direction. Remember, guys, no trading strategy can be 100% accurate. My trade can also go for the toss, but we have to be very careful while analyzing the market, right? Let's wait for the trade to settle down. Let's find some more signals. Okay, let's find some more. Do we have signals? So the bars are pointing us in downward direction. Nice. But here we find this support level. Can you see this support level? It's a very close level of support. So let me draw a line in here, or his horizontal line. Okay. Now, I really want the candle to break this line. Now, if it does, that means this support level has been broken and there is a good probability for market to follow the same direction trend. This is what I've been waiting for the market to do. To do. There were some trades. Okay, let's wait for it. Is it breaking or not? How about the last trade we have taken? It seems to be profitable. This is also profitable. Let's wait for some more trades. Yeah, it's forming positive direction. Now, I would love to give you one trick about index, right? I have been working on index from a very long time. If you find series of green candle, go with the trend. Go with the trend. And remember, there should be no support or resistance level at that price. If you find series of green candles, there is a good probability that our trade can go for the profitable side if we follow with the trend approach. This is what we call it as with the trend approach. Yeah. So the second trade is also profitable. Mr. Rahul ji said, thank you so much, sir. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. This is what really drives me, to have an interactive conversation with you. So the reason why I joined Olymptrade to have conversation with a lot of clients, and this channel is very new. Back in the time, we were live trading on our global channel, which is Olymp Global. Now this is a very new channel, and we need your support. We want to reach as many clients as possible from our end. In order to do that, we need your support. So you can like this channel, subscribe to Olymp Trade Practice, and we'll try to reach as many clients possible. You can do that from your end. You can support us by subscribing to Olymp Trade Practice, press the like button, and comment if any doubts you have. Mr. Deepak said, सर क्या एक्सपर्ट स्ट्रेटजी से $100 का ट्रेड प्लेस कर सकते हैं? Unfortunately, I'm not able. हम $100 का ट्रेड प्लेस कर सकते हैं. Sir, you can place the trade of like around $5,000 using the expert status. So you do not have any bar for that. To give you an example, I was using martingale approach, and there was one of the biggest trade or one of the biggest risks that I have taken. I would never encourage you to do the same. But what I did, I took one of the biggest risk of my trading. Around $5,000 is what I have invested, if you'll see. And this was based on the barcode strategy. Can you see? The bars was pointing us in downward direction, and we took the trade for 2 minutes duration, because sometimes what really happens, so if you take the trade for 1 minute duration, sometimes the trade can go for the toss in the last second or so. So in order to avoid that, we have taken the 2 minutes trade. But I wanted to recover this amount. I have invested like around 640 and $1,280. But here, the trade didn't follow the way my way of understanding the market. And what I did, so if you'll see from the statistics, not every single trade of mine can be profitable. So this is one of the reasons I went with a little higher amount, and I was very confident, first of all. And I would never suggest you to go ahead with such humongous amount in fixed time trade, but I do have that much amount of capital, and I know my risk, and that is the reason I didn't went for you know. Uh, I was very confident to take trade on that, and that is the reason why I did what I did. Okay, so let's get to the strategy, guys. If you'll see the price is hovering around this resistance level, right? What we are waiting for, because it has tried around 2 to 3 times to break this level, and what we are anticipating that this specific pattern can be broken anytime soon. But the price is actually jumping from this price level. Now, what I'm waiting for is the candle to break this price, and once it did, I'll take the trade in the same direction. Although we have signal from here, but we always know that we cannot follow every signal there, right? We have to wait for the market if it breaks the support and resistance, because specifically I told you in the index, right, it supports support and resistance level. Now if you want, I can take the trade, but this would be a little riskier trade, although this one is pointing us in upward direction, uh, and the candle is red, so I'm not very sure about this trade. If you feel like the signal is not that good enough, don't take trade in it. Don't take trade in it. But all we can observe is the candle price is sticking to the specific price level, and I'm firmly believe that it will keep on rising, because 1 2 3 level 4 level it has been trying to break this level, but it is not able to do so. So once there's a green candle formation, and if the candle breaks this level, I'll take the trade into the same direction. Okay, let's skip it. Let's find some more assets. Let me know in the comment section which is your favorite asset. So we have what we have. We have this resistance level here. This one something very close to another support level, and this price is actually struggling in between these price. So keep a very closer look on this. If the price is struggling, and if you'll see a lot of red green candles and a sideways trend, I would never recommend you to trade like that. That would be a lot riskier, right? We'll skip it. We'll find another asset. You have multiple assets in Olymptrade. We always tend to give you more chances to make money. Okay, there's a good level of resistance here, and the same time the green candle, so the bars is pointing us in upward direction, but what we can actually see is the resistance level here. We'll wait for the market to settle down. The candle is pushing itself into the downward direction. The strength is decreasing here. I think uh, let's wait for the bars to show us into the downward direction, and I'll take the trade. Shall we do that? Because we are a couple of minutes late, so let me just reduce the amount and take the trade for a minute in downward direction. Because in the circumstances like these, the index usually have the power to recover itself, and that is why we are very skeptical about this, and therefore we have taken a trade with $1. If the trade goes for the toss, that means the trade isn't profitable. Will increase the amount using the martingale, and I will follow accordingly. So with this trend line 1 2 3, the marker is pointing us in downward direction. Let me draw a trend line for you guys. 1 2 3. Okay, there's a trend line, and a green candle formation, green and red candle formation, doji candle formation. It's a big no from my end for doji candle formation. Yeah. Uh, Thank you for Mr. Deepak ji said. Okay, we have some more comments. Forgive me, I think I left some of your comments. Mr. Rokel LSC said, hello, Ahmed from Oman. Mr. Ahmed, a very warm welcome, sir. I have some clients from Oman, so a very warm welcome. Mr. Rajat ji said, wow, thank you, sir. Mr. Deepak ji said, thank you for your valuable information. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, Mr. Deepak. You see, our objective always has been to make our clients trade profitable, and we'll try everything from our end to help you out in every circumstances that we see. I really wish, guys, you will be able to make a generous amount of profit in the financial market. Just stick with the basics. Always analyze the market support and resistance level. Draw a trend line if you need one. That's a very strong downtrend. Shall we take it? I think we are little late to open up the trade. So the thing with this is that it's very close to the support level, and there is a absolute possibility that the trend can reverse itself. Although we did took the trade, but this is not a very good trade that I'm fond of. If you'll see, because whenever every candle reaches to this basic support level, sometimes the candle does repel itself, and this is the worst part of it. But anyways, I will still find some good signals in here. Let's find some more signals. Do we have any signal in here? So here we'll see it's a sideways trend, although it is pointing us in upward direction. This is not a good trade to take the trade on. So we'll skip it, guys. Uh, okay, we have a resistance level. It's a good level of resistance. D marker is pointing us in downward direction. Let's take the trade. Uh, if you watch the graph for a minute duration, I'm just experimenting right now. If you watch the graph for a 1 minute duration, we usually select around 2 to 3 minutes expiration time. I'm just checking with the small amount whether the trade would be on the profitable front or not. Sometimes, it's a very dicey situation because if you feel like there's a very good signal, but here it is acting as a level of support. So level of support and resistance level is always we need to be very careful about while observing the market. Even if we lose the amount, that's completely fine because no trading strategy can be 100% okay. Do we have a signal in here? 1, 2, 3 trend line. There is a good level of support. Let me just do this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I wanted to just see the reference in here. So support is there. Try to break this level, and I wanted to see whether it is able to break this level or not because it tried 1, 2, 3 times to break this level, and I'm very wanted to see how it basically reacts. So this is a trend line. It's a support line. So that means based on the circumstances, there should be a red candle formation happening in here. What we are waiting for is the red candle formation. But there is a consecutive green candle formation. Now, if it breaks this level, that means we'll take the trade into the same direction. Uh, this is not giving us any specific indications at all. One, two, this is a very strong level. So let's take the trade. And what I'll do, I'll just hedge my position for 2 minutes more in upward direction for this. I think it should falling into the downward direction, but the size of candle is showing us that there is a possibility for the price correction to happen, and this is what we are doing. Rather than taking a downward direction trade, I have given like around 2 minutes for the asset to settle down at this price level. We had like around three back-to-back non-profitable trades, and just we are waiting for the candle to settle down. Let's wait for it. I think around 2 minutes. Yeah. So I'm just fearing that it is exactly the way we are anticipating it to be. Let's wait for the asset to rise. This is the hedging position that I'm doing. Sometimes what I usually do, I hedge my positions on the different things. Uh, Mr. Rana, no, sorry, wrong asset. Asia Composite Index rocks. Is it? Let me see Asia Composite Index. Do we have Asia Composite? Again, it's a very close to the support level. Guys, let me know in the comment section where are you watching the signals, and I'll take the trade accordingly. On commodity, um, sequential downtrend. Let's do this. A downtrend is what I have taken, but be very careful while taking a trade on the support and resistance level. Sometimes the trade can go for the toss, and there is absolutely nothing we can do at that moment. But I'm just hopeful for that. Let's wait for it. So the demarker is actually pointing us in downward direction. The signal was given by Mr. Santosh. Yeah. Till the time, let's find some more signals because, like, if I watch the candle, the elevation in the heartbeat happens with every client now. So yeah, we took the trade for a couple of minutes, and I hope that it stays there for a couple of minutes. Because as I told you in index, there is a one weak link with the index. Is like whenever you're watching all green candles or red candles, keep a very closer look on it if there is a series of green or red candle formation happening at that moment or not. All right. Let's wait for commodity. I think it would be profitable. And I would thank you to one of my other client who has given me the signal, Mr. Santoshi. How much time is remaining? I think around 20 seconds are remaining for the trade to close down. If it becomes profitable, I would be thankful for you because the signal was given by you. If you'll see, the demarker is actually pointing us in downward direction, and that is the reason why we took the trade in to the downward direction. So yeah. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Santoshji. The trade finally is on the profitable front. Thank you very much. So, guys, I hope you are enjoying today's special webinar. I'm very happy to see you once again. And my objective always has been to reach as many clients as you. And that is the session from my end. Uh, it was lovely having conversation with you. It's been more than I believe it's around 48 minutes or so. We are continuously taking trades and finding some good signals, and but not every signal would be worth of our time. We had like consecutive back trades, one, two, three, four back-to-back trades, and then there is this one another trade which I have taken on the Euro Composite Index for the recovery part. And this is the exact trade that you, if you will see, guys. So what really happened, I'll give you an example. So I was waiting for the market to settle down at this price level. So this Euro Composite Index, we were right, but the timing was different. We have selected like around just 2 minutes. But rather than giving 2 minutes, if we could have given 3 minutes, which I did right now, there are higher chances for the trade to become the profitable one. So yeah. So this is the martingale approach. We give four times the asset time to settle down and give us the profitability. So thank you very much for all of you. My humble request would be to join Olymp Trade, Olymp Trade channel, and give us the thumbs up and share with your friends. This will help us to grow our community of traders, where we'll try to maximize the proper probability of profit every time when we are in contact with each other. So thank you very much for having me for today. It was lovely meeting you for a complete week. I'll be catching up with you into the next week and hopefully coming up with some good trading ideas. Uh, and yeah, it's my time to sign off, guys. Let's just wait for the last trade to close. I mean, this trade will entirely recover all losses that we had. 4, 16, 32, 64. Then we switch to the small amount for the recovery. So I think we will be good to go. So if you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades were consecutive on the non-profitable front, but one of the biggest trade has recovered our all losses. So yeah, so martingale approach does work, but you have to start with a very small capital. This is what you need to understand. So thank you very much for being in live session with me. My name is Akash Malhotra. I'll be signing off for today. Have a great day ahead, great weekend. Thank you very much. Good luck in trading. Bye bye, guys.